I've now had my E85 BMW Z4 for 2 months, and in this video we're going to take it for a spin. It's a gorgeous day today. The sun is shining and there's blue sky, and it's really brought this car into its own. Just to be able to put the roof down in the morning when it's nice and bright is such a pleasure. If you missed my introduction video, then definitely go check that out. But basically, it's a 2007 E85 BMW Z4 powered by a 2.5 litre N52 engine. Straight six glory. I'm really enjoying it, I really am. It feels dynamic, but when you want it to, it can be a really good cruiser. I had it on the motorway yesterday and it sits so smoothly at 70. It's really, really nice, and I can't wait to put some proper miles onto it. Oh, I love the sound on startup. Just that beefy starter motor makes you feel like you're in something special. Okay then, let's go for a drive. This is the first time you're experiencing this Z4, you know, with me in the driver's seat. And I love doing these types of videos, and especially when it's a nice day like today. It's fantastic. And I've got you on the window, and it means I can be a bit dynamic. If I want to lower you down, I can lower the window down and you can get different views. But I don't want to make you travel sick. So yeah, it's very buffety in here, I must explain. So sadly, this specific car didn't have a wind deflector, which obviously goes between your headrests and stops the wind from re-entering the cabin and making it blustery. But not to worry, because there's plenty around on eBay and various other sites. And I think I'm going to go for like an aftermarket type, because I don't fancy spending the premium on the proper BMW one. There's plenty out there, but hopefully it's not too blustery for the video. But what a pleasure this car has been. Honestly, pulls so nice. I haven't done as many miles as I thought I would in the past 2 months. I've done just under 1,000, and I think that's because when it comes to commuting, my commute to work is 12 miles each way on very dirty roads. I've been taking the Panda. I have been using the Panda more than this, so the Panda's definitely staying. This car has very much been the special car, and the past few months has been disgusting in the UK. It's been icy, salty, snowy even. It's not been nice. But now we've got a bit of a hint of spring, which means, you know, top down, and I can enjoy what this car was built to do, which is provide topless fun. Not in that way. It just drives so nice, like so nice. Everything is weighted nicely. It's got a really thick, chunky steering wheel. It's an M Sport steering wheel, so it's an option. The seats support you. They're M Sport seats, another option. But it's just everything. It's electronic power steering, but it gives you a pretty good sense of what the front wheels are doing. The gear shift is lovely once it's warmed up. You know, when the oil's cold, the gearbox oil, it can be a little bit notchy, but as soon as it all heats up and gets to temperature, my word, does it deliver. It's just such a comfortable car to be in. And I was worried because I am 6'2", and a car like this, I was concerned that I'd be squashed in, you know, but I'm not. I feel comfortable. It couldn't be any more cramped, put it that way. I'm kind of on the limit, but it feels like a car I could do many, many miles in, and that's the plan. It sounds good as well, and I don't mean in the sense it's loud and look at me, shouty, a bit like the Panda. It's just a really pleasant sound. I love straight six cars, straight six engines. I think they're glorious. Super smooth power delivery, but also it's just got a tone of niceness about it. It's really nice. It's got a standard exhaust. It's a twin exhaust tailpipe system, and for a standard system, it sounds really good. You know, at low RPMs, you've got a nice little burble, and then when you really, you know, wring its neck, it gives you a really nice noise. In terms of performance, it's I think around 175 horsepower, around that mark, but it doesn't weigh a great deal. For a convertible, it weighs I think about 1,300 kilos, something around that. I can put the proper figure on screen. It disguises weight well, but I think with a car like this, 0 to 60 and top speed is kind of irrelevant. Get a supercar if you want that. This is very much a nice day, top down, just go for a cruise and, you know, put some good music on. And talking of music, I fitted Bluetooth because Bluetooth is a must.
Join me as I interview fascinating guests, dig deep into the world of cars, and maybe even answer some of your questions. From engine cars to EVs, I'm here to entertain you whilst you're...
The sound system in this car isn't bad. It's got speakers behind the seats, down in the footwells, and this is only the standard audio system, so I give it an okay score. It really grips, like really grips. It gives you a lot of confidence in the corners. So one of the first things I did at great expense, it was about £650. Wow. Gives me a heart attack saying it, is fit a full set of new tyres. It was on Bridgestone Potenza tyres, which were run flats, and they were really, really bad. So I swapped them for Continental Sport Contact 7s, and it's really good, really good. And twinned with this, you know, with this chassis and everything, it feels really, really compliant. And I didn't expect it to be, but it is. It's just lovely, and when you remember and consider that I paid just north of £3,000 for this, all of this, it's a lot of car for the money, it really is. And it's been really reliable. I had to replace the track rod ends because they were all corroded. That was also quite expensive. But that's going to happen at any car around this age. The engine has been lovely. No signs of, you know, going wrong so far, touch wood. Gearbox feels nice, clutch is nicely weighted. It all feels really complete and well built. And it's just heading towards 80,000 miles, so it's not even done that many miles. So it's got a lot of life left in it. So I don't want to talk about miles per gallon, but I suppose we will. I've been averaging around sort of the 22, 23 mpg mark, but that's enjoying it. On a motorway, it will do much more. And when we drove it home from Southport, it was about an hour on the M6, and it did average about 38, 39 miles per gallon. So on longer road trips, which this is going to be used for this year, it shouldn't break the bank too much, he says. Okay then, bit of a 0 to 60 in the BMW Z4, 2.5 litre. Let's see what it does. Let's go, launch. 6,000 RPM. It does put you to the back of your seat. There you go, 60, there we go. Don't know how long that was, I'm sure I'll put a time on screen. It feels quick, it feels really quick, and I'm sure the actual figure won't seem that impressive, but it feels great. I think what's especially great, you know, compared to some of the rivals around this price point, is you can have the roof down even when it's cold. You know, if you're a bit mad like me, because the heater blows really hot. You've got heated seats. I love the heated seats, they are fantastic, and makes me wonder, will I ever have a car without heated seats again, because they are so nice. It's well equipped, it's got automatic lights, automatic wipers. As I said, I had to fit Bluetooth, but that's fairly easy done. Yeah, it's nice in here. And as soon as it starts raining, which it will, because it's Britain, press of a button, the windows go down. That was very close to the camera being knocked off, and the roof goes up electronically. I think at the time of production, this car had one of the fastest electric roofs of, you know, its car, you know, of its type, around this price point, I must mention. And it's really nice to have an electric roof. I just hope it doesn't go wrong. So do I see this car as a keeper? That is a big question, and my answer at the moment is probably no. And I know I'm saying it's fantastic and I really like driving it and it's amazing, blah, 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 but I probably won't keep it forever. I see the Panda as my forever car because it's my first car. It's the car that I'm known for, if you can say that, on social media and YouTube. This car is very much something I will enjoy for a short while, and then maybe go back to just having the one car for a while, or I might just go completely crazy and swap it for another. There are so many cars around that I want to try and experience, and I'm only young, so obviously insurance comes into that as a factor, but I do want to get into as many cars as I can, and just build up those experiences, because I think that's really important. But for now though, I'm just really happy to have not only my own BMW, which is something I've dreamt of for many years, but my own BMW Z4, a convertible. And, you know, when the weather is like it is today, which is not exactly warm, it's about 11, 12 degrees or something, it's a start, but it's just beautiful. And it's nice to put the roof down and just embrace the sunshine, because it puts you and your passenger, only one, in a very good mood. And as I've already said, you're going to see a lot from this car and a lot from the Panda. 2025 is going to be a good year for Daniel Drives. So there we are then. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode of Daniel Drives. Going for a first drive in Bruno the BMW. There's going to be so much content with this car over the spring and over the summertime, including road trips, reviews, twin tests and much more. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss an upload. And also remember to check out the Daniel Drives podcast, where there's lots of chats about my fleet and also many other things as well. And remember to subscribe to the channel. See you soon.
Yeah.